Bet you didn't expect to see me in a cold open, huh?
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the best side characters on Rick and Morty. While we'll exclude the 5 members of the Sanchez family, anyone else who's made more than one appearance is fair game. Watch out for multi-dimensional spoilers ahead.
Yes, and what a life it was.
Number 10, Squanchy.
Hey, Rick! Squanchy party, bro!
Oh, Squanchy!
Is there a good place for me to squanch around here?
Squanchy, you can squanch wherever you want, man. Mi casa es a su casa, dog.
All right!
This orange cat-like alien might be the biggest party animal in the galaxy. He often shows up when one of his friends is throwing a huge rager. But when things get serious, Squanchy can also assume a monstrous form that can stand up to the fiercest enemies.
There's no time to squanch! Get your family out of here! I got this.
What makes this alien so fun is the fact that he's a complete wild card. While there's no telling what role he'll play in any given story, he's always willing to jump headfirst into any chaotic situations. If we're being honest, we're still struggling to grasp how to use the word squanch properly. We hope this cool cat will be around to teach us more about his language and himself in the future.
Rick, you son of a squanch!
Squanch! Told you he wasn't dead.
We squanching?
A little.
Number 9, Mr. Nimbus.
Richard, you have desecrated the sacred treaty betwixt land and sea. Now face the wrath of your once and eternal foe, Mr. Nimbus.
While Rick has many nemeses, his most slippery foe is a master of the seas. Mr. Nimbus presents himself as a sensual and over-the-top character. When he's not bragging about his accomplishments, he's actively hitting on someone. But don't let his silly demeanor fool you. Not only can Mr. Nimbus manipulate water, he can control the police.
I control them.
Excuse me?
He controls police, Jerry.
Right, that tracks.
His special abilities and off-kilter personality make him a fun antagonist. And despite his heated rivalry with Rick, Mr. Nimbus has actually saved the scientific genius in the past. This ocean master hasn't gotten a ton of time to shine throughout the show. The fact that he has made such a big splash with his limited screen time is a testament to how memorable he is.
I am Mr. Nimbus.
Wow.
Number 8, Dr. Helen Wong.
You must be Rick.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard a lot about you today. Your family is crazy about you. Your daughter holds you in very high regard. You're a lucky fella.
Yeah, thank you.
Rick infamously turned into a pickle just to avoid talking to this psychologist. But after sitting down with Dr. Wong, the swifty scientist decides to give therapy an honest try. Fortunately, this doctor has enough patience to look past Rick's shenanigans and bizarre history. Dr. Wong is consistently able to give sharp advice that cuts right through the scientist's cold front. As the seasons have gone on, we can see how therapy has helped Rick make small improvements.
Not reacting, that really is the kill move?
I don't know if you need to think about it in terms of murder, but yes, just stay the course.
Okay, good talk.
Well, what you're describing is therapy.
Along the way, she's come face to face with aliens without blinking an eye. We thought Dr. Wong would be a one-episode wonder. However, the insights she imparts to Rick may just shape the direction of his entire character arc.
Unity, I think the reason Rick brought me here is that he doesn't know how to indicate to you he's changed, because he's changing very slowly. But he is.
Number 7, Gene. It's frankly astonishing to see how far the Sanchez family neighbor has risen. During Gene's first few appearances, he only existed to be dismissed by an angry character.
You're just as arrogant and just as irresponsible!
Everything okay here?
Mind your own goddamn business, Gene! I'm having a conversation with my mother here!
While we would have been content with this running gag, the writers gave him more to do over time. Gene really turned a corner when he was dragged along for a misadventure in the Season 7 premiere. Although he has a pretty tame personality, he was somehow able to keep up with Rick and several aliens during an all-night bender. And did we mention that Gene is close to Hugh Jackman?
Jane, small world, mate.
Hugh married my cousin, which I guess makes him a Wolverine-law.
This very normal neighbor serves as a great counterpart to the godlike Rick. Gene's average self is a huge source of comedy in this absurd world.
Guys, I got the best Bud's burrito box. They normally ask for proof of friendship, but the cashier trusted me that you guys were out.
here.
Number 6, Tammy Guterman.
Tamia.
Hi, Mrs. Smith. I like your hair better this way. How's the stomach?
What? One of the show's greatest twists came at the hands of this innocent-looking character. Shortly after Tammy was fully introduced, she started a serious relationship with Birdperson. It wasn't until their wedding that she revealed her true identity as a deadly undercover agent.
You know, in a lot of ways, I'm not a high school senior from the planet Earth. In a lot of ways, what I really am is a deep cover agent for the Galactic Federation, and you guys are a group of wanted criminals, and this entire building is, in a certain sense, surrounded.
From that point on, Tammy was established as a funny antagonist that could eliminate our heroes. While she wasn't the first character to make a shocking turn, this agent had the biggest impact. Tammy's reveal showed us that we couldn't trust anyone within this universe. Her fall from grace led to one of the show's most surprising and entertaining running plotlines.
My bosses are bugs, Rick. You killed the old ones, the new ones are half my age. They know if you're left alone, you're a non-threat.
Number 5, Jessica.
Well, what are you doing tonight?
Tonight?
Yeah, do you, want to watch a movie or something?
Yeah, tonight. Sounds great.
Although Morty has a few love interests, he always finds himself drawn back to a certain redhead. Jessica is established as a stereotypical popular high school student without much agency. However, the show adds layers to her character whenever possible. When Morty loses his toxic traits, Jessica ensures he gets back to normal.
Morty! Good to have you back.
Visions of the future show that she'll take care of him if he has no one else around. And Jessica is willing to accept that Morty will occasionally take bizarre detours. Although we're not sure if this couple will go the distance, we're always invested in their attempts. Jessica's immense kindness and status as a time god make her so much more than a stereotypical love interest.
I wondered, had I lived? Was I just the object in another story? Was that all I ever was? Could I be more?
Number 4, President Andre Curtis. Only Rick Sanchez could have a love-hate relationship with the most powerful man in America.
Everybody get a hold of yourselves.
Sir, what is our new Rick and Morty policy?
Our policy is we never needed them and never will again. Today, we celebrate our independence from Rick and Morty.
Fortunately, the scientist's tangled relationship with President Andre Curtis has given us some truly amazing episodes. This commander-in-chief projects confidence and charisma to most of the country, but the more we get to know him, the more we realize how needy and insecure he truly is. What keeps us from despising this president is Keith David's pitch-perfect performance.
You want a war? I'll put your outer space ass in a goddamn phantom zone with a bar of kryptonite soap around your neck. You're done, Sanchez. You hear me?
The actor's comedic timing keeps us laughing at the commander-in-chief whenever he's succeeding or leading the free world straight into another disaster. We would definitely vote for another 4 years of David playing this wacky president.
You forgot something, Turkey Man. No matter what you got people to believe, I'm still the goddamn president.
Number 3, Birdperson.
The beacon was activated. Who is in danger?
Grandpa!
Birdperson!
I am pleased there is no emergency.
As soon as we heard this winged rebel speak, we knew he was destined to become a fan favorite. Birdperson consistently delivers matter-of-fact dialogue in a flat tone. This has led him to become a voice of reason that isn't afraid to call people out when the occasion calls for it.
For all your intelligence, you seem unable to know where you are wanted.
When Birdperson isn't cracking us up with his words, he's impressing us with his battle prowess. The former rebel warrior has held his own in genuinely fun action scenes. Birdperson's straightforward personality and fighting skills secured his spot as Rick's most valued ally. Although the winged alien took a brief evil turn as Phoenix Person, he was thankfully deprogrammed and returned to being the fan-favorite character we fell in love with.
You did not know of the child when you came to rescue me, and once aware, refrained from sharing until necessary to save yourself.
Fair enough.
I will see you when I see you.
Number 2, Evil Morty. Since we're not sure if Space Beth is the original matriarch or not, it's hard to say if she's eligible for our list. But Evil Morty is a variant that definitely qualifies. While he initially pretended to be a victim, it was revealed that he was actually a villainous mastermind. Evil Morty used his smarts to become the president of the Citadel of Ricks, and if anyone stood in the way of his goals, he eliminated them without a second thought.
Evil Rick, I love it. Smartest man in the universe, with an ego so big you can just grab it like a joystick. Looks complete. Was afraid I'd have to kill every Rick on the Citadel to get what I needed.
Evil Morty's dark journey made him an incredibly compelling character. Whenever we caught up with him, we were reminded how easily our heroes could become corrupted.
And I'm leaving it. That's what makes me evil. Being sick of him. If you've ever been sick of him, you've been evil too.
Despite his sinister actions, we still found ourselves rooting for him in what appeared to be his final moments. Before we unveil our Swifty top pick, here are some honorable mentions. Mr. Goldenfold. It's ridiculously fun to see the average teacher get thrown into weird scenarios.
How is praying going to help?
Ma'am, a giant head in the sky is controlling the weather. Did you want to play checkers? Let's be rational. I'll see you at God's house.
Revolio Clockberg Jr., aka Gearhead. While we don't want to hear about the Gear Wars, we love to watch this wacky alien.
You really need to respect your gears, Rick. To you, they're just wheels with teeth, but in my culture, wars have been fought.
So I've heard. Just fix it.
Unity. This hive mind actually literally rocks Rick's world.
Rick?
Unity.
Take it easy, take it easy.
I can explain. Just let me get things under control.
Story Lord. This jacked character is a complete scene stealer.
You can't beat me, Rick. I have 1,000,000 times your motivation.
So do those guys with the cell phone kiosks at the mall.
Mr. Meeseeks. Hey, look at this helpful and hilarious side character.
Shield me from the law. Yes, sir.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Wayne, aka Mr. Poopy Butthole.
Ooh-wee! Whatever you want, Rick. We're here to help.
Thanks, Mr. Poopy Butthole. I always could count on you.
No character has given us more than this former professor has. Mr. Poopy Butthole initially appeared to be a figment of everyone's imagination, but after he was revealed to be real, the little guy became a big sensation. Mr. Poopy Butthole made a series of appearances where he had fun breaking the fourth wall into pieces. During these short scenes, we also got several genuinely tragic updates about his life.
No, it was kind of funny, but I guess things went downhill from there. Started isolating myself from Amy, used to tell her everything I was feeling, but then I guess I stopped, because I wanted her to love who she thought I was.
The cameos and jokes all built up to the Season 7 premiere episode completely dedicated to him. Mr. Poopy Butthole's ability to make us laugh and cry is almost unrivaled by any other side character on the show. While some beings come and go, he has cemented himself as a true Rick and Morty mainstay.
Wayne, huh?
Ooh-wee, but I prefer Mr. Poopy Butthole, more refined.
Who's your favorite Rick and Morty supporting character? Let us know in the comments.
Yep, don't any of you worry about Mr. Poopy Butthole.
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.